Oh, hi. Welcome to Libra, October 2019. Libra season began under the autumn equinox on September the 23rd at 8:50 a.m. British summertime and was activated under the new moon at 6 degrees Libra on September 28th. Apologies for the delay. I would never want to shortchange Libra. That wouldn't be fair, would it? But we were migrating for the winter, and I had to wait until I was nothing less than perfectly camera ready for the connoisseurs of the zodiac, and quite frankly, I couldn't decide what to wear to promote beauty and brains. Well, we've celebrated the summer solstice, the autumn solstice, and well, it's officially autumn, even though we've been experiencing somewhat of an Indian summer on the Med with a ferocious wind as a bonus. Well, Rachel Lindsay, my first and favourite bachelorette, has been married for a month. I will be celebrating 23 years of marriage next week, and we're firmly focused on the most civilized and supposedly courtly of the communicative air signs. Lovely, level-headed Libra. You're turning me on. You're turning me on. Yes, Libra, politician and partner of the pantheon. That's it. Brains and beauty, like with a red. Yes, Libra is our second encounter with the element of air. That is, filtering, processing life's experiences via intellectual understanding. Our very first recognition of the other, something outside ourselves. The need for feedback, interface, and mulling over people, principles, and even problems that don't have anything to do with us and our growth. We've completed the prior 6 steps of human development, from the fiery thrust of firstborn Aries right through to the young adulthood of analytical Virgo. And now we need to interact, react, negotiate, arbitrate, care, share, and make sure it's all sealed with signed paperwork. Your motto, I relate. Add negotiate, date, mate, and arbitrate. And your symbol, the scales of justice, held aloft by a blindfolded Greek goddess of the same name, Justice, aka Dice. Your ruler, the same as Taurus, Venus, the goddess of love and sometimes war. However, as with all things Libran, this Venus or Venusian rulership is not straightforward. Yeah, it gets a bit complicated. Now, I for one, as I did state back in April in the Taurus season, believe that Vulcan, or Hephaestus, the cuckolded husband of Venus Aphrodite, that master craftsman with the invaluable skills, is a much better fit for Taurus. So this is one time that I don't think Librans need to share. Secondly, Venus herself, well, the popularized image of Venus is actually an amalgamation of 2 distinct Greek goddesses that, when combined, yeah, properly, make a much more authentic and complex image of the feminine principle in the fertile phase. First up, the better known, ever popular Aphrodite, that engaging, indulgent, charming goddess of love, attraction, artifice, and artistry, and a whole lot more. Anything to do with pleasure and, getting it on. And, of course, mating and dating, and paid escorts. The ancient variety. Both the indentured, lowbrow porni and the highbrow intellectual independent, heri or hiri. I'm sure I've got that wrong. Secondly, the less celebrated Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, the mistress of strategy and diplomacy, the patron of heroic endeavour, said to have successfully coached Hercules, Perseus, and many more to victory. Also celebrated as the goddess of many Greek cities at the time, including Athens, because of her ability to civilize society. Cutting a swathe with her owl on one shoulder, symbolizing all that knowledge, the sword of justice in one hand and the olive branch in the other. Yes, it's that old chestnut in the patriarchal age. Athena was another one of those virgin, not chaste, it just meant autonomous, remember, you've been there with Virgo, another one of those autonomous warrior goddesses that have been sanitized and neutralized and shoved out of the picture. Well, in the stampede to spout stereotypes, it's often forgotten that Libra is both a cardinal and a masculine sign. That's astrological parlance for a leader, not a follower, proactive, not passive. Leaving many bewildered, argumentative, opinionated, thrusting, and anything but receptive and passive Libran, alienated from this pop astrology image of the banal, shallow, conceited, and wishy-washy Libran. Yes, Libra, just like everybody else, you are becoming. In this incarnation, you are here to learn, to consider the other, to be fair and equitable. You are learning to temper that dictatorial streak and those strong opinions with, consideration of the other side, the other perspective. And I think that also will help you to reconcile the two sides of Libra again, and to understand or learn that ethics and aesthetics are actually two sides of the same coin. But if you think about it, they're both concerned with balance and harmony and symmetry, just that one is inner and the other is outer. And when you get balance and harmony of form, inner and outer combined, you have artistry. Similarly, that infamous Libran indecisiveness and indirectness really isn't a reflection of a lack of courage, focus, or commitment. It speaks more of a foot in your behind, a voice in the back of your head that won't stop, that constantly compels Libra to actually try to learn to use those scales of justice and not come in like a ram, because in the previous incarnation you supposedly were learnt the lesson of your opposite sign Aries, so you know how to ram that all down. But really, it's cultivating the art of considering the other. That is Libra's prime directive, not to sit around eating grapes and being fanned by nymphs. No, It's to become the ultimate arbitrator, the ideal balance between beauty and brains, form and thought, to reconcile, harmonize all the relational issues and imbalances, such as male and female, good and bad, right and wrong, be it in the marital sphere or the legislative sphere. So, as dusk falls, let's celebrate, never ever underestimate, and for goodness sake, admire the artistic, enchanting, engaging equalizer of the zodiac. Thank you, Libra.